Over the years, many people have advocated for the basic civil rights of people of color. One particular person made a very strong impact for the movement. Her name was Rosa Parks. Parks was born on February 4th, 1913. As a child, Parks attended segregated schools, including a laboratory school for secondary education led by the Alabama State Teachers College for Negroes. In 1943, she joined the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP and was the chapter's youth leader as well as secretary until 1957. In the city of Montgomery, the code requires that buses be segregated and that bus drivers are supposed to assign seats. White passengers got to sit in the front and African American passengers had to sit in the back. If the white section was full, a black person would be expected to give up their seat. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks challenged this idea. She was sitting in the colored section when she was asked to get up so a white person could take her seat instead. Bus drivers were allowed to assign seats, but that didn't give them the liberty to demand that a passenger give up their seat for someone else, regardless of color. They did have the authority to call the police if a passenger was causing trouble and have the passenger escorted off the bus, and that's exactly what happened with Rosa Parks. The bus driver asked Rosa Parks, "Why don't you stand up?" And she replied, "I don't think I should have to stand up." The bus driver called the police, and Parks was arrested. She later said that her refusal wasn't because she was physically tired, but because she was tired of giving in. After this incident, E.D. Nixon, the head of the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP, began to organize a boycott of the city buses. An estimated 40,000 people decided not to take the bus on the day of Rosa Parks' trial. On the morning of her trial, December 5th, 1955, African American leaders decided that their boycott needed a new organization. They formed the Montgomery Improvement Association, electing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as minister of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. They believed that her case provided an opportunity to further make real change. 500 local supporters came to her trial. She was fined $10 and a $4 court fee. The boycott lasted for 381 days. There were private carpool taxis to help people get where they needed to go. On December 20th, 1956, the Supreme Court ruled that the segregated bus system was unconstitutional. That day, even Dr. King rode the bus. Rosa Parks and her husband moved to Detroit in 1957, and she continued her involvement in the civil rights movement quietly. The Montgomery bus boycott spurred the civil rights movement forward into national consciousness. She was more than just the spark in a fire, but a well-connected activist and a legend. Rosa Parks stood up for what she believed in, and in turn received the Spingarn Medal, the NAACP's highest award, as well as the Martin Luther King Jr. Award. On September 9th, 1996, Bill Clinton awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Unfortunately, she died on October 24th, 2005, at the age of 92. Her legacy and ideal will forever be remembered, as well as the impact that she made on the civil rights movement.